Okay, great. So today's class is going to be about understanding the large toolbar that we have over here. Okay, so yesterday I introduced you people to the different categories that we have. Okay, we have miscellaneous tools, then we have draw tools, modify tools. Okay, we have annotation tools over here. Then these are the navigation tools, and here we have the camera tools. So today's class is going to be understanding each and every of them one by one. Okay, so starting off with the first option over here, which is select. Okay, so you might be wondering why exactly is sir explaining to us about the select tool, because it's just like an arrow. No, it's not just like an arrow. It has so many things that you people need to know about. Okay, let's say for example the selection itself. Okay, so if I move my cursor from right to left, just see how the selection window is coming like. And if I go from right to left, sorry, if I go from left to right, see how it is. And if I go from right to left, see how that selection window is forming. Okay, there is a difference between both of them. Okay, both the direction. Like if you see here, it is forming as a complete rectangle. Okay, the selection window is complete, and here if you see, it is incomplete. Okay, it is dotted. So what exactly is it meaning? I'll tell you that. So if I go from left to right, where we are able to view the complete rectangle, it means that if you want to select any object, then that object should be completely inside this window. Okay, let's say for example, right now, as you all can see, there are two lines on the screen. Okay, so if I go from right, if I go from left to right, and you can see that both the lines are inside the selection window. But then as soon as I release my left mouse button, you will see what is getting selected and what is not getting selected. Okay, so I'm releasing my left mouse button, and as you all can see, only this line is getting selected. Okay, why? What is the reason behind that? Let me show it that to you once again. See, if you all observe carefully, only that small line is completely coming inside this selection window, whereas the longer line, as you all can see, only a smaller part of it is there inside the selection window. Okay, so because of this, what is happening? Only that line, which is only that element which is completely inside this selection window, it will get selected. Okay, when it will get selected, if we are moving the selection window from left to right. Whereas when it comes to right to left, which is incomplete selection window, it means that you just have to touch that element. That's it. See, right now I'm just touching both these lines. Okay, they are not entirely inside the selection window also. I'm just touching them. But as you all can see, what is happening? Both the lines have got selected. Okay, so this is about the selection. Now let me show you something over here. Now, as you all can see, this is a rectangle, okay, which I have just formed from the draw tool over here. Okay, this is the rectangle. I will be coming back to all these one by one now. Okay, so this is a rectangle. Now coming to selecting the rectangle, as you can see, we have two different things over here. Okay, one is the edge, which you can see is getting selected individually, and another is the surface which is present inside the edges. Okay, so at one time, if I just click it once, then what is happening? I can either select the edge or I can select the surface. But if I want to select all the edges as well as the surface, then there are two ways in which you can do it. Okay, one is you can do it using the selection window. Just take it like this and that object will get selected. Okay, another way is by clicking. Okay, so just like how I just clicked here once and the surface got selected, if I click it 2 times, then see what is happening. The surface as well as the edges are getting selected. Okay, surface, if I'm clicking once only, that, okay, wherever I'm clicking, that is getting selected. But if I'm clicking 2 times, then the entire surface along with the edges also are getting selected. Okay, this is the thing over here. Now, when it comes to the surface, SketchUp has a way of differentiating which surface is front and which surface is back. Okay, how can we do that? So right now, if you see, it is looking somewhat gray in color. Okay, gray and blue in color. But you see at the bottom of it, you will see that this is not gray, it is white in color. Okay, so basically the front surface is white and the back surface is gray in color. Okay, now if you want to bring the front surface over here, you don't have to rotate it. Okay, what you can do is just right click over here and you will find this option called reverse faces. So if you click on it, what will happen? The front, which is white in color, it will change. Okay, it will come over here, and the back, which is blue in color or green color, it will go over here. Okay, so these are the 4 different techniques of selecting. Okay, then here we have make component. So make component, I will teach that to you people in the upcoming classes, because as of now, I don't think there is a need for understanding what components are and what is the benefit of components. Okay, along with components, we have one more thing called groups. So groups and components, I will teach that to you in the upcoming classes. So for now, let us go in the next option, which is paint bucket over here. Okay, so applying paint on any object in SketchUp is as easy as using your hand for sketching, manually sketching. Okay, so all you have to do is just click on this paint bucket and look at this default tray. Okay, so when I click on this paint bucket, what is happening? In the default tray, the materials window is collapsing. Okay, otherwise it was like this. So as soon as I click on the paint bucket, the material window is collapsing. Okay, so you can see some materials over here. But this is not the only list of materials that we can apply. So basically this is part of the materials. Okay, it is part of a category called metal. So if you click on anything over here, it will give you a metallic look. Okay, but if you click on this option over here, the small arrow which is present here, it will present you a huge list of materials that you can apply. So we have asphalt and concrete, then we have bricks. Okay, you have fiber, carpet, okay, textile, that kind of option. Then we have individual colors also. Okay, depending on the taste, you can come here. Then colors named. Okay, there are some named colors also. Then we have glass and mirror effect. Then we have landscaping, fencing and vegetations. Okay, sand, grass, those effects are present over here. Okay, tiles, flooring tiles, gravel. Okay, those things are present over here. Then we have metals, which we have already seen. Then we have patterns. Okay, then roofing, like the effect of tiles and all that is present over here. Then we have stone effect, like usually the marble, granite, those things will be present over here. Okay, sandstone. Then we have synthetic surfaces. Okay, then we have tile, different types of tiles are present here. Okay, then we have water effect. So if you click on if you apply a particular material of water, then this surface, it will become transparent. Okay, then we have window coverings. Okay, then we have wooden effect over here. Okay, so these are the different types of materials that we have. Okay, so all you have to do is just go to the particular category that you want to apply. Okay, suppose I want to apply this concrete and asphalt effect on this surface. So all I have to do is just go into that particular category, click on that material that you want to apply. Okay, so I want to go with this black top, which is usually found in the roads. So I'll click on this option and then click on this surface. That's it. It is as easy as it looks. See, brick. Let me select here and see. The brick effect has got applied. Okay, I want to go with water effect. So let me choose this water over here. Now see. Okay, it will become transparent when you do the render. Okay, like that we have wooden effects also. Okay, all you have to do is just click on this option and apply. Anyways, we will be talking about applying the materials and all. There are so many ways of editing the material which is present over here also. Okay, and there are techniques of bringing materials from outside, from the internet, and putting it over here. Okay, that is also possible. So I will be showing those techniques also in the upcoming classes. So anyways, this was about the paint bucket. Then next here we have eraser. So what does an eraser do? Whatever surface you are clicking, it will erase that part off. Okay, so without eraser also you can do it. All you have to do is just click wherever, whatever you want to delete, and press the delete button on your keyboard. That's it. Okay, you don't have to go with eraser also. But what eraser will do is, suppose I want to erase these two lines, these three lines. So without releasing the left mouse button, I can just move it across. I'm just sliding the cursor. Okay, holding the left mouse button, I'm just sliding the cursor. That's it. What will happen? See, those elements have got deleted. Okay, they got erased. All right, so this was about the first category of tools that we have. And these tools, some of them have shortcuts also. Like shortcut for this arrow is space bar. Okay, so suppose you are in eraser. So eraser shortcut is E. Okay, so if you type E on your keyboard, the eraser will come in. If you press the space bar on your keyboard, see how the arrow is changing. But sometimes what will happen, if you press the shortcut key, immediately it will not change. So you just have to, okay, in that case, all you have to do is just move your cursor slightly and that particular icon will get activated. Okay, so remember this. Then the next category of tools that we have are the draw tools. Okay, so the first is line. So what this option will do, it will give you straight lines. See. Now, if you observe these lines, you will notice that these black color lines are changing their colors also, like it is pink. Okay, now it is blue in color. Now it is green. Okay, it is red. So what exactly is this indicating? Okay, simple thing. It is indicating the axis which is present over here. Okay, here we have red axis, here we have green axis, here we have blue axis. So if your line is changing color, then it means that, okay, if it is green in color, it means that your line is now perpendicular to the green axis. Okay, if I go upward, then it means that your line is perpendicular to the blue axis. Okay, because it is becoming blue in color. Okay, now if I change it over here, see, it is red in color, means my line is now, sorry, not perpendicular, it is parallel along the same axis, which is there over here. Okay, so if I go like this, see, it is parallel to the green axis. If I go upward, it is parallel to the blue axis. If I go like this, it is parallel to the red axis. Okay, so yes, Alina, correct. So this is how it is. But sometimes what will happen when we are, making some surface. So let me make something. Okay, I want to make a cube over here. So what I need to do next, I just need to make vertical lines. Okay, so sometimes what will happen when we are making vertical line, we will end up making it in some other direction. See, it is not going vertical. From here, it looked as if it went vertical, but it's not actually. Okay, see, it went horizontally along an inclined direction. Okay, it is not vertical. So if you are coming across something like that, if you are facing something like that, where subconsciously you are not concentrating on the colors, okay, red, blue or green, so what you can do is just activate the line. Shortcut is L. Okay, L for line. All you have to do is just click the point from where you want to start and just simply use your arrow keys. Okay, आपके कीबोर्ड में जो arrow keys रहते हैं ना, तो just use those arrow keys to fix their direction. Okay, that process is called as constraint line. Okay, we are constraining the line in a particular direction. So how is that possible? Using the arrow keys. So if I want the line to move along the blue axis, then what I will do is I will just simply click the upward arrow key once. Now see, no matter where I take my cursor, my line is getting constrained or getting fixed just on the blue axis. See, if I go up, line is coming up. If I go down, the line is coming down. It's not going anywhere else. Okay, see where my cursor is, but see where the line is. Okay, so this constraint line option also helps us with the references. Okay, what references? Suppose I want this line to go till the height of this woman's head. So I will just simply click on her head over here, and you will see that the line is now as tall as that woman present over here. Okay, see, if I had not clicked the upward arrow key, if I directly click on this woman head, see, my line would have been like that. It would have been touching that woman's head over there. Okay, but I did not do that. What did I do? I just clicked the upward arrow key on my keyboard, and now after clicking the upward arrow key, I clicked on this woman's head. So now let's not irritate her all the time. I will click over here. Okay, that's it. Now let me make some more lines over here. So I'll just, move my cursor like this. Okay, and then over here also. That's it. Okay, now I want to make, as I told you, a 3D shape over here. So what I will do, I will activate the line command. I'll click here and I'll click here. That's it. See, one surface has formed. Now I will continue the same process over here also. Just imagine that this line is not there. Okay, now I want to make a vertical line. So what I will do, I will see which axis it is being constructed in. Okay, it is constructed in red axis. Okay, it is parallel to the red axis. So red means right arrow key. R for right, R for red. So I will just press the right arrow key and I will click on this bottom edge over here so that my line can come till there. See, it is exactly on that point. Okay. And once it is over here, I can just simply click over here like this. That's it. Now, suppose this line is not there, then simple. What I will do, I will just activate the line command. Green axis. Okay, it is parallel to green axis. So upward arrow key is for blue, right arrow key is for red, left arrow key is for green. So I will just press the left arrow key and I'll click over here like this, and then I'll click over here so that this surface forms. And as soon as I click on this surface over here, what will happen? It will form as a 3D shape. Okay, and you all can see it is white in color. So that means we are looking at the front surface of that box. Okay, it is like this. All right, so this was about the line, and using the arrow keys we can fix the direction of those arrows. Okay, now let's go into the next command over here, which is freehand. Okay, also one simple request for all of you. See, throughout the entire day I conduct a lot of classes and all. Okay, and because I'm an architect, I conduct my own, I have my own firm which I run, and I take up my own projects as well. Okay, so because of all that thing, sometimes what will happen, I end up getting distracted or losing my focus, and because of that, what will happen, I will end up saying something wrong. Like sometime back, instead of saying parallel, I was saying perpendicular. Okay, then suddenly I realized that I'm doing something wrong. Then I just corrected myself. Okay, if something like that is happening and if it is confusing you, you can just feel free to let me know about it and I will correct myself. Okay, so anyways, we have formed a 3D shape over here. Now, one thing about the 3D shape is, let's get back to the selection process. So if I click once, what is happening? Wherever I'm clicking, that is getting selected. Then if I click twice, what is happening? That surface along with the edge is getting selected. Suppose over here, okay, I click 2 times. This surface and this edge got selected. Okay, like this. But if I want to select the entire 3D surface, then I have to click 3 times. See what has happened. Okay, so if you want to click 2D surface, click 2 times. If you want to select the entire 3D shape, then click 3 times. Okay, like this. Now there is another trick over here. Suppose I want to select this surface and edge and this surface and edge. So what I will do, I will double click over here. Okay, but if I again double click over here, what will happen? The first selection will go away. Okay, if I double click over here like this, the previous selection will go away. So what I have to do is, I have to hold the shift button. Okay, and then double click over here. See, that has got selected. Only those 2 surfaces are getting selected. Now, if I want to click this bottom also, I will just hold the shift button and then I will click over here. Okay, but if you don't hold the shift button and if you double click over here, then what will happen? See, all the previous selections, they got deselected. Okay, so you have to remember this. So this was about the line. Next we have here is freehand. Okay, these are the freehand lines. So freehand lines are like you can just, make them in any way. And then you just have to join them and they will form as a surface. Okay, so usually we use this particular tool when we have to trace something. Okay, so suppose there is one image that you want to trace, or you want to make some design with the help of a picture, and you want to use that particular design as a 3D model on the elevation of your house. So what you can do is you just import the image over here in SketchUp. I will show you how to import that. Okay, just import the image over here, and using this freehand tool, just carefully trace it like that. Okay, and that image will form itself. Okay, so this was about the freehand tool. Okay, now next what we have over here is rectangle. Okay, so right now what you see over here, this was formed with the help of line. Okay, but if you want to make some such surface with the help of rectangle, you can do that also. I just made a rectangle over here. Okay, then I will hold the right arrow key. Okay, and I will take it over here like this. Then I will hold here, and I will hold here green arrow key. Okay, so see what is happening. A surface has got selected. Okay, and because the surface is, I just randomly created, we are able to see the back side of it. Okay, so it is like this. But if you want to make it as front, just right click and click on reverse faces. Okay, but now we have done one little mistake over here from which I will teach you about it. Okay, so if I want to move this rectangle from top of this rectangle, place it on the ground, what will you do? Can somebody tell me? How do you think that will be possible? Someone has any idea how that is done? You can unmute yourself now. Okay, I'll tell you. Like, you might be thinking that I will just triple click on this, then using the move command, I will move it out of this top surface. But that is not possible. Okay, that is not possible because we constructed this box on top of it. Now it has become part of this box. Okay, both of them have got merged into each other. How? I'll show you that. If I triple click on this, you might be thinking that only this top box will get selected, but no. Triple click. See what happened? The whole box got selected. Okay, the entire element got selected. Okay, now I cannot move it. Okay, so if you want to move them in future, then what you have to do is you have to use the group command. Okay, so what group will do? It will keep them separate. So group command and make component command, I will be teaching that in the upcoming class. All right, so just remember something like this is already present. Okay, and if you are trying to move it, don't panic by looking at something like this. Okay, this is actually a very beautiful design which we are creating. Okay, so using this design, let me participate in some design competition, and I will say that this is a museum. Okay, like how we have fish building in Hyderabad, let me call this as diamond building. Okay, anyways, jokes apart, let's go into the next tool that we have over here, that is rotated rectangle. Okay, so if you see this normal rectangle, you can only, okay, create it in such a way that it is in a particular direction. Okay, suppose I click here and I click here. Okay, I will click here and I will click here. But what if you want a rectangle which is inclined? Okay, I cannot do it over here. Okay, if I click here and if I click here, I will get a different type of rectangle. Okay, I want my rectangle to get inclined in between these two rectangles. Okay, so how can I do that? There are two ways. One is by using the line itself. Okay, देखो ऐसा हमको rectangle आ गया. Or you can simply use the rotated rectangle. Okay, तो rotated rectangle में आपको क्या करना रहता है? You have to first select the corners, first corner and second corner, and then you can select the point where you want the angle to be like, or the third corner, which is this. Simple. Okay, first corner, second corner and third corner. That's it. Okay, so we have got something like this. Okay, then likewise we have circle. Also, one more thing, guys, when it comes to the line, freehand, okay, then rectangle, rotated rectangle, circle, all these tools which are present over here, you can draw them in two ways. Okay, one is by randomly creating them as you go, or another is by giving it some proper value, some proper measurement. Okay, let's say this line, I'm using the line command. I want to make a line which is 10 feet in height. So I will just take it in that direction and I will type, let's say 100 feet, 100 feet icon and press enter and see what has happened. A line which is 100 feet high has got created. Okay, the same thing goes for rectangle also. So all you have to do is just click for the first time and then you can just give the measurements over there. So let's say I want the measurements to be like 20 feet comma 10 feet. That's it. Just press enter. See, it has got created. Okay, so earlier what was happening when I selected the rectangle, this rectangle was perpendicular to the blue axis, but I wanted it perpendicular to the red axis. So what did I do? I just selected the right arrow key. Now see what happened. It is like that. If I click the left arrow key, now it will be perpendicular to the green axis. Okay, like this. And then what you have to do is you just have to type the values. Okay, so the first value will be responsible for the horizontal line, which is in the x-axis, horizontal line. And once you put the comma over there and then type the next value, it will consider the vertical value. Okay, vertical line. So suppose it is 70 feet comma 40 feet, enter. Okay, so horizontally it is the value which I put and vertically is the value which I have put. Okay, everyone. So this was about rectangle, rotated rectangle, and then circle. Now moving into circle, this is, okay, a simple circle is there. Okay, So you can make the circle randomly, or you can make it using a value also. So suppose I want to make a circle which is like, 6 or 7 feet in radius. So 7 feet, enter. Okay, so see what is happening. A radius 7 feet circle has formed. But if you see over here, the edges, they are not curved. Okay, they are in the form of lines, which we call as segments. Okay, remember this word, segments. Technically, these are called as segments. So there are so many different segments which are forming, which are joining together to form a circle. Okay, but sometimes what will happen, we don't want the segments to be so much visible. Okay, we want it to appear like a smooth curve. So in that case, what you have to do, just click on this segment. Okay, go to default tray. There will be an option called entity info. Just click on it. Okay, here it is showing you 24 segments. You can reduce it also. Let me make it as 7. Now see how it is looking like. And if I want it to be very smooth, I will go for a higher number of segments. More segments. So there are total of 99 segments in this entire circle. So now see, it is looking smooth. But if I again zoom in over here, it will look like separate segments again. Okay, so if you want the curve to be more smoother, just click on that edge, come in the entity info, and increase the number of segments present over here. Or otherwise, when you are making the circle, at that time itself, you can change it. Okay, so C is the shortcut for circle. I will click at this point. Let me increase it. Okay, so first it will ask you for the radius. So what you can do, you can type the radius as, let's say, 20 feet. So 20 feet circle has formed. Okay, you all can see very carefully how the segments are visible. Now, without going to the entity info, without clicking on the edge, all you have to do is just type the alphabet S. Okay. Wait, let me do it again. Okay, so 20 feet is the radius, and don't move your cursor. Okay, I'm showing you one technique. I'm not moving my cursor. All you have to do is just press the alphabet S. S stands for segments, and type how many number of segments you want. Okay, so I'm showing you once again. I'm doing it without, before itself. So type the number. Let's say I want 7 segments. So I will type 7 S, enter. Okay, now if you don't press the alphabet, it will automatically take it as the radius, 740 feet. Now, if you want to increase the number of segments, don't move your cursor, just type how many segments you want. I want 4 segments. So 4 S, enter. Now see, there are 4 segments. Okay, I can make it as 5 segments, 5S. I can make it as 99S also. Okay, now I can still change the amount of radius as well. 5 feet, enter. Okay, then you can increase the number of segments or decrease the number of segments by holding the control button, and without releasing the control button, press plus or minus. Okay, so if you guys are able to see at the bottom left corner, you will see how the radius is decreasing. Okay, because I am pressing control minus, and if you see the circle also, see the number of segments are increasing over there, decreasing over there, see. And I can make it till three segments. Okay, beyond that, if I go, it will show me a disclaimer like curve segments must be in the range from 3 to 999. So it will stop at 3 itself. Okay, so this is about circle. And then this is another thing called polygon. Okay, so just like how you are able to increase or decrease the number of segments, the same thing applies over here also. Okay, but this polygon over here will form as circumscribed circle or inscribed circle. Circumscribed polygon or inscribed polygon. Okay, circumscribed means circle will be inside, and inscribed means circle will be outside. Okay, right now circle is inside means it is inscribed circle. Now circle is outside. Oh, I'm so sorry. Now circle is outside, so it means it is circumscribed. Okay, like this. Okay, just press the control button. It will become circumscribed and inscribed. Okay, circle is inside and now circle is outside. Inscribed means circle is inside. Circumscribed means circle is outside. Okay, I hope you people have got it. And if you press control and plus symbol, the number of segments are increasing. And if you press the minus button, okay, the number of segments or sides, they will decrease over here. Okay, this is about the polygon. Then next we have arcs. There are 4 different types of arcs over here. Okay, this is the normal arc. Then we have 2-point arc, then we have 3-point arc, and then we have pi over here. The 4th one is the pi. Okay, so today I stop my class over here. Now in tomorrow's class, we will learn about the different types of arcs which are present. Okay, so that's it for today. Does anyone have any doubts to ask me? If anybody has any doubts, please feel free to, unmute yourself and ask. Okay, I think nobody has any doubts for me today. So that's it then, guys. I end the class here and our next class will be tomorrow. Okay, and also our classes are from Monday to Thursday only. Okay, so the next class after tomorrow will be on the next Monday. Okay, yes, you're welcome, Mamta. So that's it then, guys, and I'll see you